Hi friends, today this session we will discuss about cost rentals in Dublin. So we all know how the rental situation is in Dublin. We have got very limited houses and that too at a very high rate. Finding a house is very difficult in Dublin. So in order to combat that, the government has provided us with something which is known as cost rentals. So these cost rentals are houses which cost about 25% less than what the market asks. That is, a two-bedroom house will cost you about 1595 euros, and a three-bedroom house will cost you about 1695 euros, which is considerably lower than what is charged in the normal market. So we can see in this website how to apply for a cost rental. First of all, in order to apply for a cost rental, you have to be eligible. The eligibility is that your net household income should be minimum 66,000 per annum. When we say the next net household income, it means the combined household income of all the earning members in a family. The second is that we are not in receipt of any social housing support. We do not own a property in Ireland or elsewhere, and your household sizes matches the size of the property advertised. So it also requires that you show that you can afford to pay the cost rent for the home. That means your rent charge does not come to more than 35% of your net household income. So when we say 35%, it comes up to 55,000 per annum net household income. That means the persons who are applying should have a net income of minimum 55,000 euros per annum, but not exceeding 66,000 euros per annum. So we can scroll down this website. This I am using the Tuat Housing website. You can just Google search cost rentals Dublin and it'll take you up to different site. Right now, I'm into Tuat Housing, which has got some nice houses, which is open for applications. Here we can see there are Foxwood Barn in City West and Navan Oaks in Santry. Right now, we'll go with Foxwood Barn. So we can come down and see that this is a A-rated home. That means it is a energy efficient home which requires less energy for heating the houses. So we have got one bedroom apartment. The rental is 3095 and a two bedroom apartment. The rent for which is 1595 euros. Again, we come to the lines which says, am I eligible? The same things which we discussed earlier. We come down. These applications will close on 18th of the March 2026 at 12 p.m. So we can apply right now since we are still eligible to apply. So it says sign up and apply. So in order to sign up, all you have to give is your first name, your last name, your phone number, email ID, password. So when we come inside the Keyholder app, we can find our property. It's a one bedroom apartment or it's a two bedroom. Right now we'll go with the two bedroom apartment. So when you click that, we show up development Foxwood Barn Dublin 24. It's a two bedroom apartment for 1595 euros. So it shows us the application criteria that the rent does not exceed 35% of the household net income. That means your salary should be minimum 55,000 euros per annum, or it should be, and it should be not more than 66,000 euros per annum. So it's a pretty tight criteria between 55,000 and 66,000. Your salary has to be in between these two numbers. So we have the acceptable occupancy criteria. It's two adults or two adults with one child, one adult with one child, one adult with two children, two adults with two children or three adults. And you should not be in receipt of any housing support or HAP, and you do not own a property. So if you meet all these criteria, you click agree and then you click apply. So you come to the next page. The next page is your eligibility. So these are all agree, disagree ticks. So you have to be able to prove the following. Your net household income is below 66,000, agree. You are not in receipt of any social housing supports, agree. You do not own a property, agree. Your household size matches the size of the property advertised. Remember, we talked about the number of people in your household. It should be according to that list. Agree. You can afford to pay the rent for this property. That is minimum 55,000 euros for a two-bedroom property. Your household has entered only one application. Please acknowledge it that you have read and understood, and that you are aware of cost rental before you applied for this home. Yes. Where did you hear about these homes? You can say anything. I choose Google. So when all this is ticked, you click on continue. So once you come and click continue, you come to this next page that you have to show all your details, your name, your income, additional income, dependents, number of people in your houses. So it's better if you have this data beforehand with yourselves. So for example, you can create Excel sheet, you can write down all these details. Personally, I create an Excel sheet for all these details, and it's very convenient to copy and paste from the Excel sheet to this file. So your full name as shown on your ID. Right now, since this is just an information, I'm just using something, Papa Bear. Date of birth, let's say 14/11/1982. PPS number and your income. When you are a earning member, you have monthly salary, you should choose payslip. So this comes to a new set of fields which you have to fill. Gross amount, less tax, USC, less pension. Now, all these details are available in your salary slip. For example, I earn salary on a monthly basis. So my salary certificate will show me particular details. I'll just show you the salary certificate, how it comes. So your gross pay would be on your salary certificate. For example, my gross pay here shows true 666.67. So I put here 666.67. Less tax, and your tax is your payee. So it's 243.36. Less USC. USC is 45.32. If we have a PRSI and pension, you put that as well. Here it is, PRSI is 123.69. And my pension is 133.33. So now this is the most important field, weeks of employment. So this is very important. For example, if this pay slip is for 1 month, then you should put 4 weeks of employment. If you receive your salary once in 1 week, you put 1 week of employment. If your salary you receive once in 2 weeks, that is twice a month, you put two. This is the most important field you have to remember. If you put the wrong field, your salary will show totally different. For example, right now I put 4 weeks. This is what my salary is properly showing. If I put this as 2, it increases. If I put just 1, my yearly net income is outside the criteria. So this is 4. So additional income, I don't have any additional income. Now we come to the second a second person in the house. Normally, a two-bedroom house is taken by a family of 3 to 4 people, 2 adults and 2 children or 1 child. So now we click plus for adult for the next person. So the second person, we put Mama Bears. Date of birth, and PPS number. Please note all these numbers are fictitious numbers, none of them are real. So if you have a PPS number, you put your actual PPS number as per your PPS card. This is just for information purpose. So all the numbers, figures, salary, income, all are just fictitious. You should put your actual numbers as per your salary slip, as per your date of birth, as per your PPS number, in order to secure a house in a cost rental. Now we come to the income. Income, we can see again payslip if you have got monthly income. So again, this time I'll show you a bi-weekly or fortnightly income slip and how you can pay. This is mostly useful for people who earn income or whose salary comes twice a month. So here we can see your basic salary comes up to, see, it says break frequency fortnightly. So your basic salary is 1766. So to put 1766 over here. Gross amount 1766. Less tax 214. Less USC 28. No pension. No PRSI is 72. 72. Important point again. Weeks of employment, as it said, fortnightly, 2. Additional income. If normally mothers get childcare benefit or anything, or any other social support they can get, they can put. I'm just putting income, net amount, for example, 140, period, monthly. Now we add our dependent. That is more, it's very important that you add your dependents as well, because children need to be added in your agreement if you secure a house in a cost rental. Add dependent. Dependent none. Baby period. Full-time education. Yes. Sorry. And the children should be, your dependent should be less than 23 years of old. So, additional important. Currently private renting, yes. So, you can put your monthly rent, whatever you're paying. For example, an average two-bedroom house cost 2,100 euros per month. So, I put 2,100. Are you getting a subsidy? The most important part, no, because it clearly says that you should not be in receipt of any HAP subsidy or rental assistance. So no, before that, you have to check all the details are correct. Monthly income, okay. Yearly income, okay. All details are correct. You check double and then you click finish. Now, sorry, there's one error. It's under 23 years. Oh, sorry, I put the wrong date. Should be under 23 years. It should be. Let's go back. Let's put 18. Yep, now it's corrected. Okay, so all okay, and you click finish, and that's your submitted. Foxwood Barn 2-bedroom. Now next is document request. So this will come across if you are successful for a cost rental. If you are invited to apply for a cost rental, you would have to submit your details, documents, and then you will be invited to sign the agreement. So this is all we have for today, and we'll see you in a similar information next time. So till then, thank you very much.